If you want to calm down at any point, just sit and rub your nipples for a little minute.
Hello, welcome to Sporkafish, the only channel on YouTube where you can honestly turn around and say, yeah, I can do better than that. How are you?
What?
How are you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
Who can do better than me at what? They can do better. What can people do better on?
You know, just saying, like, you know.
What are you saying though, Catherine?
No, I'm not saying anything. You can take that as you want. Anyway.
I'm taking that you're a bet.
Oh, harsh. Anyway, we were talking about my book, and I was saying that I was really reluctant to read the next 2 books in the series of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, because a massive spoiler was leaked to me. Like, god damn it, Pinterest, you know? At first I thought it was like, it was this thing that they all were like fantasizing and fanficking about.
Fanficking.
Well, they were fan writing about, but no, it turns out no, that was what was happening. So it got spoiled for me, and it took me forever to read the next one because I just didn't want to. And my pal Samantha was like, "No, you need to. You'll understand when you read it." And I do. I get it. It's good. Don't know if I'd read them again because they're so painful to read in the sense of like so much unhappiness and sad things happen in it. But it's a good read, and I'm glad I'm reading it. Have you been reading anything lately?
I picked up. So Amazon told me I had a 3-month free trial of Audible.
Oh, cool.
So I picked up how to make friends and influence people.
All right.
Because I've heard it's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And it has been thus far.
Yeah. Who narrates it?
I don't know. He has a majestic voice.
Does he?
He's like broad American.
Yeah.
And obviously the book's written by an American who was really into like famous Americans.
Yes.
Like he's studied Abe Lincoln and all that.
Yeah.
So it goes on about how like Abe Lincoln made it like how Abe Lincoln was so influential and how people always thought he was really nice.
Yeah.
And how Teddy Roosevelt, like the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, he just talks about all them because he's done genuine research into them.
Yeah.
And it's narrated by this broad American man.
So how do you make friends and influence others?
I'm not finished the book yet. So
All right, sorry. So you don't know yet?
I don't know 100%.
All right.
There's all things like don't criticize people because positive reinforcement works better.
Yes.
And
that's kind of common sense, is it not?
Yes. Use people's names if you want to be their friends.
And Perkins.
Because everyone's favourite noise in the world is their name.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like my middle name.
Yeah, but you don't use your middle name.
True.
But if someone you don't know very well like uses your name, you'll be like, oh, they know my name.
Oh, they remembered.
That's
They
nice.
cared. Yeah. Okay. True. Fair enough. God, is that why we like the Chris out of Parks and Rec? Because he's not even using our names. Like Ann Perkins.
Ann Perkins.
I think audiobooks are amazing. Like it's hard. So my brother didn't used to read, didn't enjoy reading when he was younger, and so he used to get the audiobooks because it was easier for him to listen to the audiobook, and it just changed his life because, you know, he didn't have to struggle to read the books, but he could still learn from them and still have that with him. Does that make sense?
Huh?
Like, I think books are magical. You know me. You know I love books. And oh no. And books are something that are so special to me. And I don't understand people who turn around and proudly say, oh, I don't read and I don't like reading. You know?
I got some great bargains for you today.
I don't know, it just makes me sad. It's, you're missing out on so much. So he used to read, he used to have the audiobooks and he used to listen to them. And I was a very, very bad person. I had a series of books
That's a real beauty.
that I had read, and I knew that the audio had come out for the first 2 books. and I knew that they weren't doing the audio for the next lot of books, right?
So you made him listen.
So I made him listen.
You're a bad person.
Listen. Because we needed to get him to encourage him to read, because the schools were saying that he has to read, because obviously they weren't going to give him audiobooks, were they? For his like class reading and stuff. So I gave him so he got the audiobook, got that at the end of the second one, realised that there wasn't a third one, and I'm sitting there going, I have the third book here. But look at this! What a coinkydink! I have the third book and you need the third book! And he's not looked back, to be fair. He loves reading. I mean, he still has the audio. I have the Harry Potters on audio. Stephen Fry is a god. I'm just saying. Like, he narrates all the Harry Potters. And he's just got the most lovely voice. Hasn't he?
Yes.
And so it's just... So I always try and make an effort. Like, I don't always read the Harry Potter books every year. I try to even just listen to them on audio while I'm doing work and stuff. It's just having Stephen Fry's voice just on in the background when you're studying. It just relaxes you so much. And he's just so good at it. I'll tell you who else is really good. We have the audiobooks for all 7 of the Chronicles of Narnia. We had
There are 7 of those?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What do you mean, jeez?
That's a lot of those books.
The Lion, the
For a
Witch...
story that, like, only the first one is really good.
Actually, The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe isn't even the first book.
The most famous one is clearly the only good one, then.
They're all really good. I really liked it, because basically Narnia's Rapture, so it was cool. A lot of religion. It kind of got a bit more religious, but not in a, like, creepy god way. It was good. I enjoyed them, but yeah. So, you know the actor who plays Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter? He narrates the Silver Chair, I think? Silver Chair? He narrates one of the books. And he's really good at it. Like, really kind of... Like, I didn't realise it was Gilderoy Lockhart until after. It was good. I enjoyed it. You don't look overly impressed. Do you not? So you enjoying your audios then? Is that the only one you've listened to so far?
No, I also got, I Know What to Do, So Why Don't I Do It? That one was interesting to me, but most people won't find it interesting.
You struggle with motivation though, don't you?
No, it's not because of that. It's because it's based around the science of things.
Oh, okay.
So it was all about this guy who studied.
Yeah.
It wasn't really an audiobook either. It was this guy did a talk.
Alright, okay.
And then sort of recorded one of his talks.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not doing any damage. I don't know how to do damage to him. Ah! So he recorded.
Yes.
He recorded his talk and just went on, but it was all like science based. So it was telling you the chemicals that run through your brain when you're stressed and why those chemicals are bad for you, and the chemicals that run through your brain when you're in love and how you can like get those chemicals to flow.
Alright, cool. So in other words, how you can force yourself into love? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not force yourself.
Can you force yourself into love?
Well, the same chemical has a calming effect.
Yeah.
So that chemical is released by your nipples.
Is this why we don't do anything? Not because we rub each other's nipples, but because we're in because we love each other. Is this why we like don't do anything and just sit and watch TV all the time because we're so calm? We don't rub each other's nipples. I have to like emphasize that, please.
If you want to calm down at any point, just sit and rub your nipples for a little minute. It works.
Sporker pro tip.
If you're feeling stressed and don't know what to do,
that could be a song. If you're feeling stressed and don't know what to do,
and
give your nipples a rub. It's fun to do.
But no, because it's the same chemical that releases love, if you get someone else to rub your nipples, you'll fall in love with them. So... Is
this why when you get massages and stuff, like they don't do like wrist massages?
I don't know.
That explains, like, because in Lucifer, do you remember in Lucifer? And Mazikeen was massaging that woman's breast, and that woman all of a sudden went from being straight and in a relationship to really horny and wanting to have a go.
I mean, I don't know if you'd have thought that far into it.
No, but
Lucifer,
but it would make sense. Is there anything else you've been listening to?
No, just those two.
You
I only get 3 books, so...
You definitely prefer, kind of more non-fiction books, though, don't you?
No, I prefer fiction books.
Yeah?
I was just interested in those 2 things.
Oh.
Because I've heard the How to Make Friends and Influence People was a very interesting read.
Yeah.
And has helped a lot of people.
Yeah?
So I thought, why not?
And do you think it's helping you?
I don't know.
No? That's not a good sign.
I mean, maybe.
That's not a good advertisement for it.
I mean, it probably is. But, like, you don't really notice. Because I'm sort of listening to it at night before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Or, like, while I'm in bed.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm falling asleep while I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
So I'm probably taking more things on than I realise that I remember.
Yeah, like subconsciously.
Yeah, so I'm probably, like, doing the stuff that it tells me to do without realising that I'm doing it.
So what's one of the things can you remember that it says that you should do other than the names?
Names, smile at everyone.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
You don't.
I try.
You don't. Anyway,
Like, if you're on the phone with someone and you want them to do what you're saying, smile. Because they can tell.
Oh, you can totally tell. I can tell when you're laughing through your texts due to the language you use. And because I know you so well.
And, like, if someone is complaining and they're angry at you, you smile at them and just listen.
Yeah.
Then they'll calm the fuck down.
Cool.
So, like, listening as well, if you can listen to something and be genuinely interested.
Yes.
Instead of pretending that you're genuinely interested.
Which is what you tend to do when I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You're not very good at listening to me in that respect. Like sitting and smiling. You don't do that with me. You don't need to, though. I suppose is the difference there, isn't
rub
it?
your nipples enough for you to not.
No, you don't.
In the next episode.
No! Oh God! My brother watches these. Jesus Christ!